Oh shit. A new Doctor Strange movie. Jeffrey! Jeffrey!
Yeah.
You wanna watch a Doctor Strange movie? Go. Come on!
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Jed Adventures. Great to be back. Great to be back. Today, we're going to be reviewing, non-spoiler, Doctor Strange, which we just saw last night. Really good. First off, it exceeded, because I had high expectations for it, and it matched my expectations. I thought it was a solid movie compared to the comics, which I am reading a lot more of now. Really good, really good. Obviously, there's things that they changed and went left field, which we'll get more into in the spoiler review if you have seen the movie or don't give a crap about what it is. Or, you just want to ruin it for yourself, which is fine. Some people do that.
Sometimes.
It was good. It was good.
I thought it was good too. I feel like they did a lot of things right in terms of the way they interpreted the magic and traveling through dimensions, which we know was going to be a thing. They were going to have to be distorting reality as you see it. There was a lot of play with that, which I thought was really interesting. In terms of the way the narrative flowed, I felt like maybe they had some trouble in some weak spots in some areas. But in terms of getting the character right and like the tone of the character, I felt like that was really spot on. It was arrogant, but not too much in a way that you could actually start to like him instead of hate him.
Yeah.
He has his own arc. Not too well defined for me, or at least not well defined enough.
Something that I was really nervous about was them introducing this whole new aspect to the Marvel Universe and cinematic universe. Because this is, we're introducing, reversal of time, going forward in time, the whole mystic arts, concept of the Marvel Universe, which is big. It's a whole gray area that they haven't covered yet. And I was really nervous because they could mess it up easily. And just the way they approached it, overall, not disappointed. A really good approach. And it makes me excited to see how he's going to interact with other Avengers and other heroes and what new villains he's going to face. And the way they laid it out, and as you see in the previews, everything shifting and it looked really smooth. And I liked that I like the way it was presented. Easy on the eyes. Obviously trippy on the eyes. It's like dude dropping LSD without dropping LSD. Yeah, it was good. It was nice and subtle for me, and it transitioned very easily. It's something that everyone can understand. And if you know nothing about this part of the universe or magic in general in the Marvel Universe, it was a nice, easy introduction to it.
It felt like at times they were starting to rush some of the bits so they could get to some of the other bigger story,
those key points.
Points.
Yeah.
We needed to rush through certain things and just get on with it, and it almost felt like too fast for me. I know this movie is shorter than most of the other ones. I know it was about 2 hours.
2 hours and 15, give or take, the trailers and whatnot.
The average Marvel movie now is 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So I really felt like they could have done well with some of those extra minutes to, maybe give some characters some more time to get to know them, understand them. Maybe we get to see more of the world, and the aspects of him dealing with the magic, which was done really well. But I feel like there were also parts in it that were a little bit lacking in terms of how they interpret what's going on. You know, when they do a spell, what does it mean?
Mm-hmm.
I felt like that was a little bit lacking in some areas. In other areas, beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, all of it was beautiful. This is probably the most visually stunning movie I've seen in a long time.
Really
Inception, it shits all over Inception.
Mar was like, that's cute. Inception? Mm.
Take a big... fuck you, we're Marvel.
There's Doctor Strange for you. There you go.
So, overall, I would have to give the movie 8.5 out of 10.
5 out of 10?
8.5 out of 10.
8.5.
Yeah, you need
This is weird.
You need to listen.
This is weird because I'm giving it an 8.
Wow.
Usually you're the harsher one on things. I give it an 8 only because, and we're going to talk about the few things that I found a problem with in this spoiler review. We can only go into so much. I give it an 8 overall only because they went left field and some of the origin, and I feel like they lacked in giving some of his origin to becoming Doctor Strange. You know, I get what you were saying. He needs to be likable at least a little bit before he makes that transition to the audience. But that was something that to me made Doctor Strange Doctor Strange, and that took off a point for me. But 8 is still high. You know, it's still a really good movie. I'd watch it, I think, another 2 times. It was really easy on the eyes with all the graphics and CGI and everything. Good.
And you really got the sense that this wasn't just some thing that was like disconnected from the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
They included it.
You really felt like, you know, all these things, you know, Iron Man, Hulk, Scarlet Witch, Captain America, all these other strange things that are happening, they're cosmic sometimes and they're very like science fiction-y, and then we kind of take this path that's a little bit more mystical. And I really appreciated that they went off, but they still tied you in, you know?
Yeah.
You know, we could still see the effects of the Avengers and the things that they're doing, even in this movie.
And the Avengers are mentioned in the movie too. Not a big mention, but it's a mention, and it kind of eases you like, okay, this is doable. You know, I can see how they fit in, which makes me excited for future movies.
Yes, it does.
Well, with that being said, guys, 8.5.
8.5.
Really good movie. I'd recommend to go see it if you're having doubts about seeing it or doubts about disappointments. It's a really good movie.
If nothing else, for the visual show, it is a trip.
It's a great add to the Marvel universe, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's about time. But I feel like it was okay that they waited so long because those graphics.
Oh my goodness. They needed some time to like I can understand why maybe it was a shorter movie, just because the special effects budget on that
Get
was
a kaleidoscope.
huge.
Whoa! Back in the 90s.
We had budget cuts.
Whoa!
Ooh, it's a trip, and he's just tearing through paper. That's the dimension. You're in the paper dimension.
With that being said, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Good movie. Go see it.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Till next time. Jet Adventures.